It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this conversation that neither of us really know where it's going to go because we're being spontaneous. So, hello, Simone. Welcome home. Let me just say, first of all, welcome home to Australia. How is it?
It's great. Thank you so much. It's, one of the things I've been looking at recently is this is my home in Australia, yes, but the world is my home because, it's like I love everywhere I get to go. Like being at El Lugar in Costa Rica was phenomenal. Being in South America for 10 weeks was phenomenal. And I'm here for a while and then I get to go to Europe and it's like, how did I get so lucky? So thank you. It's fabulous being here.
How did you get so lucky? Oh, that's right. You chose.
Yes, I chose.
That C word. So it was really interesting because I was talking to somebody just this last week who has the last class she took was the choice of possibilities. And she said, oh, is the choice for possibilities the same class? So do you want to talk about the shift? Because for me, the energy is so different with choice for possibilities. Do you want to talk about that, Simone?
Yeah, look, and I to be honest, Viva, I wouldn't dwell on the choice of possibilities or choice for possibilities. What I would emphasize on is choice. And you choose, and as you choose, what are you choosing for? Are you choosing for lack? Are you choosing for something greater? Are you choosing what you desire? Are you choosing to be normal? Are you choosing the same as everybody else? Are you choosing for possibilities? So every class is different. Absolutely. I mean, every single class is so different that you go to, like every bars class, every foundation class, every choice for possibilities class that you go to. And when I first came along, this class was actually called level 2 and 3. And it's obviously changed so much, level 2 and 3. And then yes, it was choice of possibilities. And I love that Gary changes one word and it just, it changes the energy of everything. So now it's choice for possibilities. And what I would suggest too, if you are asking a question that is looking at that too, like that choice of possibilities or choice for possibilities, it's sort of like, where are you looking to have something as a reference point or a definition so that you can stabilize yourself rather than having infinite choice? We just came back from a 6-day in Costa Rica, which was off the charts with Gary Douglas and Dr. Dan here. It was amazing. And a lot of the tools that came out of there, obviously, I'm going to be talking about in upcoming Choice for Possibilities, which we have one this weekend in Bridgian Beach, like 2 minutes down the road from me. It's amazing. And it's online as well, right? And there's many more Choice for Possibilities available as well. So if you can't make this weekend, please find one near you. Foundation is the prerequisite. So, but one of the things I've been looking at choice in such a different way, and also choice in a different way, and being in question in a different way. So here's an example. One of the things that I would ask is, will this create something greater? And I've realized over the last few weeks that when I ask, will this create something greater, it's based on something. It's based on right, wrong, judgment, limitation, something. So every time I'm asking, will this create something greater? I mean, I'm creating more than most people, I know, like we all are using access consciousness tools. And yet, what if we are not creating as great as what we could be? And how often when you ask, will this create something greater, you're only functioning from this limited, limited focus area, like it's more linear, than melting all of that and literally having infinite possibilities available. So
yeah, that's so beautifully kind of explained without it being too heady, because that space that you just opened up, then you're including every molecule of the universe to come and play with you. That space that you question from is allowing that amount of contribution. So I get it. When we already have a definition or we have an agenda behind our question, it's like we think we're asking a question, but it's still limited. It's still defined and compacted rather than greatness. When Gary chooses something, it's for greater awareness, period.
Yep,
there is no
absolutely. Here's the thing. He always says, he's like, choose, 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 choose. And he always says, choose what works for you. Now, how many times when you hear choose what works for you, do you go to, oh, but what's going to be the right choice, or what's the wrong choice, or what do they want me to choose, or what would that person choose? And you start to reference and you start to create, it's called basis, right? So here we go. It's like, it's called basis. And how many bases are you using in order to choose? So you'll choose based on whatever judgments you have in regards to money or business or relationships, etc. So there's never this energy of all possibilities being available. And I'm going to give you a really small example as well. Is in Australia, we've been doing Mind, Body and Spirit Expos for years, right? And we do them in multiple cities and, varied times throughout the year. And we've done all of them. And then sometimes we may have skipped one, And earlier this year, we looked at it and we went, is it actually fulfilling what we desire? Like, do we actually want to continue doing this? Now, we just did one in Sydney, and a lot of people come and they go, oh, I came to, the Mind, Body and Spirit Festival just because I wanted to get my bars run. So they came to see us, right? And there's one coming up in Melbourne in November, and we were looking at it going, do we do it, right? So there's a few of us in this thread, and I said, hey, guys, what if we truly be in question? Like, instead of just going to, because you go, oh, the right choice would be do the Mind, Body and Spirit Festival. So we started asking questions, and I said, let's ask some different questions. And that's one thing I really would like to empower people with in Choice for Possibilities is start asking some different questions, not the questions you've always been asking, looking for the result you think will create something greater, which is usually about controlling. What if you started asking questions that were bigger? And so we were asking, okay, do we need this? Is it, does it, match the energy? Is it congruent? Like all these different things. And I said, just let's sit with it and be in question. And over like 24, 48 hours, all of us were like, I get more of a no, right? So we would never have chosen that before, not to do this expo, because we would have all gone to, of course, it's going to create something greater. More people are going to get their bars run, blah, 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 as this business choice. And so I went, yeah, I do too. I get more of a no as well. And I just sort of allowed everybody to have their point of view there. And then we sort of sat with it for a second. I went, what if we could choose something entirely different? What if we didn't do the Mind, Body and Spirit Festival? And what if we came up with something so different? Like there's a multiplicity of things that we could choose. But if we always chose Mind, Body and Spirit Festival because that's what we had already chosen, then that's all you've got. Rather than, this is a really small story, but look at this with your relationships, with money, with business, with everything that you choose, with your body. It's like, what movement do you choose with your body? Do you choose the movement that you chose yesterday because you chose it yesterday? Or is there something different that your body is asking for? And what if you started asking some really like infinite true questions that gave you not clarity from looking for an answer, it gave you the freedom to have everything possible.
Yes, that space. And something I hear Gary in my head regularly say, it's a quote out of, I think it's the Auntie May movie. Life is a smorgasbord and most people are starving to death, and most people don't realize that they do have a choice for possibilities. They're too busy trying to solve everything and make everything work and, maintain and keep up the structure of what they've decided is their life, rather than you're suggesting, hey, what if we just instill a whole bunch of chaos? And what if something far greater can show up in every question that you ask? Every question. Yeah.
Look, we've also changed the clearing statement for Access Consciousness, right? So let me just leave all of you guys with one question that you can run, because I would love to see you all at Choice for Possibilities or any Access classes. And yet I would like you to have a tool that you can use now. So as what Viv was just referring to, if you start asking, it's like, what basic structure are you living by that maintains the basis and keeps you from truly being in question. And everything that is where you destroy and uncreate it, right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine, shorts, boys, provads, basis, and beyonds. Yes, we added basis to the clearing statement. You can go to theclearingstatement.com and find out more about the clearing statement. And I think we have a little excerpt for it there now because it's just came out. We haven't had time to do the video yet. So, and describe it. So I love it. That was Anna Marie putting choice, change, and action
podcast
up there. Whoa, yeah, let's do the podcast. Yeah, I have a podcast, Choice, Change, and Action. Go check it out. It's just a choice. Here's the thing, though, guys. Where are you making yourself wrong? And what if you were never right? What if there was no wrongness? There was no rightness. You were never a bad person. You had choice. You have infinite choice. What are you not choosing based on, see how this works? What are you not choosing based on you're trying to get it right, or you've already decided you're wrong. You're trying to control something or get the answer of what you think you should get, rather than just be like, you know what? God damn it. What's going to create something, what's going to bring more ease? What's going to bring more joy? What matches the energy of what it is that I would like to be in the world? And you being more of you is a choice that you have.
And we have somebody watching us right now saying, could you please translate in Japanese the class? Well, if you have more people that would like to come to class that speak Japanese, we will gladly create some Japanese translations. So what invitation can you be as well to have more of your language if you do want to join this class this weekend or any of the future choice of possibilities? We have the most amazing translation system. I don't know any other company on the face of this planet that contributes to people's lives in the way this does. So Simone, thank you so much for being you, constantly choosing greater, for leading the way and being the most incredible light and inspiration for those that are choosing more. So how do we get so lucky? Bring on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It's in Australia.
How did we get so lucky? Yes. And yeah, and so you can come to Preaching Beach. You can also come online too. Thank you, Miss Viv. Viv was like, let's do 9 minutes. We did 12 minutes. So there you go. Bad. Never bad. Just a choice.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we will see you hopefully at a class very soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.